Oh boy, Gavin Newsome in some hot water. Yeah, he's having to answer to the public there and all. Check this video out real quick.
You're correct. I was very judicious yesterday, very judicious, and you'll see the photo that I did take, where Magic was kind enough, generous enough to ask me for a photograph, and in my left hand's the mask, and I took a photo. Rest of the time I wore it, as we all should, not when I had a glass of water or a thing, and I encourage everybody else to do so, and that's it.
So as we can see, rules for thee are rules for me, but not thee. Is that how I say it right? Okay. Anyways, so the was it photographed with Magic Johnson, and in the photograph, nobody was wearing their masks in the thing. Nobody was. The whole suite that he was in. I'll link to this in the article in the description so you can read more about it. But yeah, when he took the photo with Magic Johnson, neither one of them wearing a face mask, neither one of them social distancing. Nobody in the whole thing was wearing their masks. So yeah, and so once again, that dude from MSNBC or MSNBS, Richard Madcow or Rachel Maddow, she's on a hiatus. Far left conspiracy theorist Richard Madcow is on a hiatus to re-energize. Apparently, it just taking it out of her. She's far left Russian collusion conspiracy theorist Rachel Maddow is experienced to announce a hiatus from the MSNBS to her viewers on Monday night show. And she's reportedly taken a break to re-energize and make a film with Ben Stiller. No. Maddow is currently under a $30 million a year contract with MSNBS through 2024. So apparently you can just, I wish somebody give me 30 million. I just call them, man, I don't feel like being here today. I just don't feel good. It's kind of like my bottom surgery is not going so well. And so anyway, so it still get you money. I don't get that. Usually they'll be like, you're fired. I quote Trump. Richard Madcow reportedly will go on a hiatus from her primetime talk show and to focus on kombucha enemas and self-reflection with Ben Stiller. So I don't know. Ben Stiller, if you have any ounce of patriotism in you, don't do this. So anyways, and like a lot of really cool things have been happening. The what I've seen here is there's the boomerang effect. What happens whenever you don't think about your actions whenever you do these things. So I learned a long time ago, if you're going to do something, always think about your actions and what can happen. Even if you say something, if you act a certain way. But in Fulton County, Georgia, the DA goes after Trump on junk charges, but opens up her office to investigations on all fraud accusations in the Fulton County. And so what happens, last week, Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fannie Willis requested a special grand jury in her investigation. Her is, now, I'm using those words lightly because that is gender identification. So please, like I say, I'm stepping on eggshells over here. So her investigation into former President Donald J. Trump's effort to overturn the Georgia's 2020 election results. The move would allow the far-left DA to submit subpoena requests to the special grand jury, unlocking powerful tool to move the investigation forward. Willis sent out a letter to Chief Judge on the Fulton County Superior Court on the January 20th, and the letter's got a bunch of writing in it, so I'll link this in here and you can look at more about it. Willis and her handlers are investigating a now infamous call between the former President Trump, Secretary of State, and Brad Raffensperger, but I know about this call because I remember when this call took place, and it's actually been taken out of context. They edited it and chopped it up to make it seem like it was what it wasn't. Brad Raffensperger is a swampy creature, and I don't know what he's up to down there, but definitely some crazy stuff going on. But Trump pressured the secretary to uncover what he insisted was the F word when that would overturn the selection results. The infamous phone call between the Trump and Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who has, I believe he has Asperger's, I don't know, we'll see about that, was recorded by Raffensperger in his office, which was then leaked out and lied to the far left Washington Post. So any recorded leaked calls like that's illegal anyhow. So what he did was an illegal action. And so there's a little more about it and all this. So what will happen is like anytime that you do something like that, that actually opens up the window for discovery of evidence, and they have now stepped on their own toe, and that's going to be really interesting to see how this goes out. Plus, Dinesh D'Souza is now coming out with a really killer film. Dinesh D'Souza has put together all the footage that was from the mail-in drop boxes of all the people who were bringing in all these papers at nighttime and dropping them off for whatever, wearing gloves, wearing face masks, concealing their stuff. But they forgot about one thing: those handy dandy cell phones are all been are pingable data, and so all of the tracks that they made and everywhere they went and all the many times they went was all pinged off cell phone data. And plus, by the way, there was about 8 hours or so of Georgia's stuff that was deleted and some other places as well. For wonder why that was done. So yeah, so in dude, check this out. Let's see if I can find this other little thing. Wisconsin Spice Company loses 40,000 customers after its CEO called all Republicans racist. So yeah, how about that? And then let's see here. I think that's it's there's a lot of things going on too as well. After failing to pass the Build Back Better bill and voter reform, Chuck Schumer moves on to the gun control. And of course, we know that was going to happen because this is actually what would have been in place if they had even if they had have like passed all this stuff. This is not like they're resulting to second, like, oh my goodness, we got to do something else. No, this was all in the plan anyhow. They were going to pass the Build Back Better plan. They were going to implement their federalization of elections, and then to do so and be able to do so, they were, with that being said, they were going to start the gun reform. But see, what was going to happen was they was going to wait a little bit, because what they needed to do is 2022 to get around with the federalizations of the elections so that they could make everything go in their way, and then they could put everybody they wanted to. Then they would do the gun control pass. Then they would take all the people's firearms, which would be able to defend themselves from any kind of tyranny that's involved. Australia, poor Australia, watch Australia. But they didn't get it. But they're still following through with all their stupid democratic crapolas. And a lot of people are being denied organ transplants due to the not taking the jab. And the thing about it is you can't. Some people are, even if, like, say for instance, this wasn't some kind of death jab, it would actually be more along the lines of they can't do certain things because of the fact it will not mix with the medicine they're on, their what little bit of immune system they have left. There's so many things that are not accounted for, and people have had successful transplants otherwise, knowing that this was not a good idea. Heartbreaking, a miracle man born with major heart defects and craniofacial abnormalities denied heart transplant by a hospital because of refusing to get the jab. And there's another man that's vowing to die before he takes the jab because he needs a kidney. He's doing dialysis every day to stay alive, and they won't give him a kidney because he won't. But the last time I checked, one of the main side effects of something that we can't even say what it is something of what we're talking about. So I can't really even say what it is, but I hope you can get what I'm saying. Anyways, so I'm gonna get out of here. Got a lot of more stuff going on. There's more Arizona witnesses testified on baskets of faxed papers with no chain of custody were also counted, and the military papers. That's big. That's coming out in Wisconsin. I mean, not Wisconsin, but Arizona. The people that were overseas filing, they had like a 70%, 1,000% increase in these papers, and they were all printed off Xerox piece of paper. So everything I'm talking about will be linked in the description, so you can read a little more about it. And really, 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 really appreciate all the new subscribers, man. Yesterday was a wonderful day. I shot a really neat little video because I was just reacting to some of the things that were going on. And a lot of people seen it. And a lot of people gave me likes and comments. And so thank you very much. I'm here trying to save America. And I just love everybody here. And I'm for freedom. I'm for prosperity for everybody. And I want equality. I want the people to be able to... Equality. 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 Remember that word, not the other word. I want people to be able to live in this America that we live in. And with that being said, check out what's coming up with Dinesh D'Souza's movie. All the stuff that I'm talking about will be linked in the description. Please check out the Fox and Archibald show on This Way Network. That's a friend of mine that lives in Texas, and we've got a wonderful group of people that's backing us, that gave us the opportunity for that platform to go on. And I'll link the show in the description as well. Lots of love. Thank you so much, all new subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God is in control, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Lots of love. North Carolina's out. Bye-bye.